5 reasons why you should garden, and especially if you live in Arizona. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to A Warrior's Garden. It's good to have you back here. I love seeing you every time. You know, I made a promise to you. I promised you in my last video when I talked about 5 reasons not to garden, especially in Arizona. I would give you 5 reasons why to garden. So I'm going to give that to you today. It is right now winter 2025 and I'm gardening. So it's kind of the advantage of being in Arizona. But that's not reason number 1. That is going to be one of the reasons though. Reason number 1. Why should you garden in 2025? Well, my number 1 reason for gardening is I want to learn a skill that I can use in case things go sideways. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a prepper. I'm not none of that. But I do believe in being prepared. Yes, I was a Boy Scout many moons ago. And I believe learning skills that can help you survive if things go sideways is important. Now, do I think things are going to go sideways? Probably not. But I've been to war 6 times, and I've seen the absolute worst in humanity, and I've seen what war does to civilization. I've also seen several natural disasters in my lifetime and seen how fragile our society is. That being said, my number 1 reason why I got back into gardening after many years of not gardening is because I want to learn a skill that I can use to survive in Arizona or wherever I'm at. Now that becomes more complicated here because of water. Yeah, that's a whole nother subject. So that was reason number 1. Reason number 2. And this one's more of a legit problem than anything. The garbage that's on our vegetables and our fruit that come from the grocery stores. You guys know what I'm talking about. How many times have you watched the news and said, oh, big recall because listeria is on the broccoli or listeria is on the melons or whatever. My stuff doesn't have that. Yes, I still have to buy some stuff from the grocery store. It is what it is. But I try and grow as much as I can to have fresh, healthy vegetables on my kitchen table. Not only that, like I mentioned in my other video, those veggies and those vegetables that come from the grocery store do not taste as good as what I grow. Now, maybe that's a mental thing in my noggin. I don't think so, because I've had other people taste them and they're like, wow, that's fantastic tomatoes. And they do, in my mind, taste tons better than the semi-ripe stuff that you get in the store that has been grown who knows where. So, that is reason number 2. That was reason number 2. Reason number 3. Well, this is a big reason for me. Reason number 3 for me is it is a form of mental health and stress relief. Technically, reason number 3 could probably be reason number 1 as well, but you know, I could almost put it on par with reason number 1. That's a big reason I started gardening as well. I have a very stressful job, and I have tried to make it a practice when I come home from my job to leave those stresses in the garden and to take those frustrations out on weeds before I go in the front door. So I don't have those frustrations, those problems on my shoulders when I walk in and greet my family. So reason number 3 is it is, for me, a stress relief and a way to just be quiet for a little bit. Be away from the world, be among nature, and to feel the healing power of nature. It means a lot to me, that, and it helps me a great deal. So that's reason number 3. Reason number 4. Well, reason number 4, to me, I live in a city called Phoenix, Arizona. Y'all know why it's called Phoenix? Well, I'll tell you why it's called Phoenix. Phoenix is called Phoenix Because Phoenix is the mythical bird that rises from the ashes of itself and becomes this big, beautiful bird. And mythologically and historically, Phoenix has been a sign of rebirth and rejuvenation from the ashes of destruction. And that's exactly what the city of Phoenix is. The city of Phoenix is actually built on the remnants of an ancient civilization, the Hohokam, that lived all through these valleys. And they built canals, they built pueblos. Actually, many of the canals that they built are still being used to this day. You can see the ruins of their pueblos, their parks, the historical parks now where you can go and see them. And by golly, if they did it, I think we should do it. I think it is good for the environment. It is good to rejuvenate this desert. They were very successful at it. And I think we can be too. So the fourth reason is because I want to improve my local environment where I live. I don't want it to be just desert wasteland that has been raked over by contractors and left with some scrubby landscaping. I don't know how to describe it. Gravel and a few cactus here and there, and it's not even natural. I don't like the gravel landscaping. I think it's ugly, and I want a better environment around my house. Now, I keep the front landscaping. I try and keep it Sonoran Desert type because I want to concentrate my water on my vegetable gardens out back and not be wasteful in the front. But I'm also forced to by the HOA, so it is what it is. Reason number 5. This one's important to me too, and this kind of goes along with reason number 1. Reason number 5 is I have a bunch of grandkids, and I want them to learn to respect nature and respect where our fruits and vegetables come from. They don't just magically appear on the grocery store shelves. There's a lot of hard work that goes into by farmers and that to make sure we have the groceries we have. And I want the kids to understand that there is a process and to be grateful and thankful for what we have and for the hard work that people put in to doing these things. And it also teaches them life skills that they can use besides just sitting on phones and tablets or console games. And before you all judge me, I was a gamer. I've done that too. We live in reality. Mother Nature isn't going to let us forget that. You have to learn to respect her. So reason number 5, I want my grandchildren to learn to respect Mother Nature, respect our environment, and respect those that work hard to put groceries on our shelves, and to learn a life skill that will help them in the future and help them stay connected to Earth. I'm a strong believer. I think it was Thomas Jefferson that said, keep one foot in technology and one foot in the earth. And I'm a strong believer in that. So that's my reason number 5. I hope you got something out of this video. If you have more reasons, I'd love to hear them. Put them down below. Share them with us. Give us your reasons why. That might be added to my list of reasons. I'm sure there's many more. So until next time, keep gardening. And remember, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Talk to you later.